How do millionaires make so much money? I'm sure it's a question that you want to know. Today, I've got some different income sources that millionaires have that contribute to the great amount of wealth they make. So I'm Andy Cassidy, Cassidy and Associates Real Estate, and let's get into this video.
Booth, stop playing with them.
The first type of income we have is how a vast majority of people make their money. And this type of income is earned income. And earned income is income that you make from your job or from your salary. At this earned income stage, you're trading away your valuable time for money. And the problem with this earned income stage is that unless you're working constantly, you won't have any other sort of income helping you out. As Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Another issue with this earned income is that unless you're in sales or your job is commission based, your income will be capped. Your salary can only be so high, and if you're paid hourly, you only have so many hours in a day to work. You can't work any more than 24 hours. So you're capped. You can't substantially increase your income through earned income. Earned income alone is what keeps people trapped in their job working their 9 to 5. Now, many millionaires understand the importance of having different streams of income. And this leads us into our second source of income, which would be profit income. Profit income is where you buy something or you make something. And when you go ahead and try and sell it, the price you sell it for is greater than what you purchased or made it for. So a simple example on a small scale, we'll use a baseball card. If you purchase a baseball card for $5 and you find someone and flip it and sell it to them for $8, you have made a total of $3 in profit income. Using our baseball card example, we can see that profit income in some cases is not passive and it's active and requires you to go out and find the baseball card, find the buyer, find the price. Whereas a lot of millionaires, they understand that you need passive income to generate a lot of wealth. And a way they do this, which leads into topic number 3, is through interest income. Interest income is the money you make from lending money you already have to another person or a company. Now, interest income is great as it's passive and you do not have to actively go out and make the income compared to earned income. Many doubt the seriousness of interest income, but it has proven to be a great way of generating passive income. And depending on how you loan and to who you loan, this can help minimize your risk. A great example of how to create wealth with interest income is banks. Banks are constantly making money through interest income. And just one way they achieve this is through loans. When you go to get a loan for a home, when you're calculating your monthly expenses, you'll see part of it is for interest. In this case, the bank, being our lender, is making interest income off of the loan that they gave you. Interest income is often overlooked, so look at your finances and see if this is a way that you haven't thought of already to help you create more money. A fourth way that millionaires create their wealth is through dividend income. Dividend income is a company paying out their shareholders just for owning their stock. And for example, if you own Apple or Wells Fargo, you will see that as a shareholder, quarterly, the company will pay you out a dividend. And the more shares you have, the higher that quarterly's dividend will be. Dividend income is extremely coveted by investors as it is a truly passive form of income. Now, also with the dividend, it's very easy to collect your dividend, put it back into more stock or into different assets to keep generating this income. Within the entire dividend investing world, there are certain companies called dividend kings. And what a dividend king is it's a company that has consecutively for year after year for 50+ years increased and paid on time their dividend. Now, a lot of dividend investors will consider these typically to be safer investments considering their track history of constant and increased payouts. For those of you watching this video, you may want to consider dividend investing as you don't need as much capital to start off with when you are comparing it to real estate or some other options. Rolling into the fifth way that millionaires create their wealth that we'll be talking about today is rental income. Rental income is money earned from renting out your real estate. Now this can be either commercial real estate, such as a strip mall, or it could be residential real estate. For example, a single family residence. Now with rental income, besides getting your actual rent money, you also tend to have great tax advantages. And you want to talk to your CPA and your financial team to see what different tax advantages can work for you. A common criticism of rental income is just how expensive it can be to get started. You're most likely going to need thousands of dollars just to get into the game and start getting rental income. And a second criticism that's often discussed is the liquidity of your asset. Compared to stocks, this asset takes much longer to liquidate if you find yourself in a pinch and needing cash instantly. Although I've mentioned a couple drawbacks of rental income investing, don't get it twisted. Many millionaires have proven time after time after time that it can be an effective strategy. Coming into the sixth different way millionaires create their money is through capital gains. And capital gains is money earned and an increase of value in an asset you already own. A small scale look and example of what capital gains is if you buy a share of stock at $10, you hold it and you carry it over for a week, and when you go to sell, it reaches $15. Once you sell, you have generated $5 of capital gains. And a second example on a larger scale is, let's say you purchase a duplex for $500,000. You hold it for some years, and as those years go by, when you sell it for $600,000. You see you've made $100,000 in capital gains. And it's important to know with capital gains, your capital gain is not realized until you sell your asset. And also with capital gains, there's short-term capital gains and long-term capital gains that will differently affect your taxes. Now, once again, I can't guarantee anything, so you want to talk to your CPA, your financial team, and your attorney to see which capital gains, short or long term, your investments are under. We will cover one more way in this video that millionaires make their money. There are other ways, but this is the last one we'll be covering in this video, and that is royalty income. And so what royalty income is making money from allowing others to use your ideas, products, processes, and etc. One simple example of what royalty income is, now let's say you're an author and you sell your book. For each book you sell, you'll see a portion of that income. Now, a problem a lot of people face when they're seeking out royalty income is finding a unique product that drives a lot of customers to it. And a huge benefit once you achieve that perfect product or idea you have is that the income you can make from it is not capped. Unlike an earned income where you're only able to work a certain amount of hours or have such a high salary, with the royalty income, your product is available for the masses to enjoy. The reason your product is now available for everyone to enjoy, use, and buy is that you're not limited by time. Your time does not affect how many sales you get or how many songs or books you sell with royalty income. Wrapping up the video, just a quick recap. I've covered different ways millionaires use different sources of income and combinations of other incomes to help them generate a large amount of wealth. Now, these ways are through earned income, profit income, interest, dividend, rental, royalty, and capital gains. Now, feel free to leave in the comments any other videos you guys want to see. any questions you have in particular about any of these ways millionaires make their money. There are other ways they make their money. Now, check out the playlist we have here on the channel. I recommend the playlist Making Wealth Through Real Estate, and make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and watch the videos that come out every Tuesday and Saturday.